New AC temperature rules, what it means for Indian homes and how it compares globally. Nanan, in a major move to promote energy efficiency and reduce electricity consumption, Union Minister Manohar Lal Khattar has announced new provisions that will soon make it mandatory for air conditioners across India to operate only within a set temperature range between 20°C and 28°C. This step is aimed at regulating energy use across households and commercial spaces, especially at a time when India is grappling with rising electricity demand and increasingly severe heatwaves. Nan Manohar Lal Khattar said, a new provision is being implemented soon regarding air conditioning standards. The temperature standardization for ACS will be set between 20°C to 28°C, which means we will not be able to cool below 20°C or heat above 28°C. The minister described the move as a bold step to address inefficient cooling practices and reduce excessive energy usage caused by setting air conditioners at extremely low temperatures. Nanan, the new directive from the centre will cap the operational temperature range of all air conditioners, whether in homes or commercial settings. In practical terms, this means users will not be able to set their ACS below 20°C or above 28°C. Nan, currently, many air conditioners available in the market allow temperatures as low as 16°C or 18°C, and heating settings going up to 30°C. Under the revised standards, manufacturers will need to reprogram devices or issue software updates to ensure compliance with the new 20°C 28°C range. The government has indicated that implementation will be monitored, though specific enforcement measures, particularly across sectors, are yet to be detailed. Nanan, the rationale behind the move lies in a broader national policy push for sustainable energy usage. With the urban middle class expanding rapidly and air conditioner penetration increasing each year, India is witnessing a sharp surge in electricity consumption during peak summer months. Air conditioners, particularly when operated at very low temperatures, put an enormous load on the power grid. According to the Bureau of Energy Efficiency (BEE), most Indians set their ACS at around 2021°C, far lower than what is necessary for thermal comfort. These practices not only spike electricity bills but also lead to higher emissions from coal-fired power plants that supply the bulk of India's electricity. By setting a minimum cooling threshold at 20°C and a maximum heating cap at 28°C, the government aims to improve energy efficiency, reduce strain on the national electricity grid, lower greenhouse gas emissions, and bring about a behavioral shift in how people use cooling systems. The goal is not just compliance through technology, but a mindset change around responsible energy use. Nanan, the Bureau of Energy Efficiency has long advocated for responsible air conditioning practices. Its data shows that increasing your AC temperature by just 1 degree can reduce electricity usage by roughly 6%. To put this in perspective, simply raising the temperature from 20°C to 24°C could lead to savings of up to 24% over an entire summer season. This could translate into significantly lower electricity bills for households and reduced load on the national grid. What many people do not realize is that cooling a room to 16°C in a country as warm and humid as India is neither necessary nor healthy. Experts note that the optimal comfort zone for indoor spaces lies between 24°C and 26°C, especially when taking into account humidity, ventilation, and regular clothing. The new guidelines therefore align closely with actual comfort levels rather than imposing undue discomfort on users. Nanan, India's new AC temperature norms echo a growing global trend of regulating indoor cooling to conserve energy and reduce emissions. Several countries have already implemented similar rules, some as government mandates, others as strong public guidelines, particularly targeting public and commercial buildings where energy use is concentrated. In Japan, the Ministry of Environment recommends that air conditioners be set at 28°C during summer months, especially in offices. The policy is backed by public awareness campaigns and corporate compliance, though it remains advisory in nature. Spain took a stricter route in 2022, passing legislation that mandates public buildings, offices, and commercial establishments maintain cooling temperatures no lower than 27°C. The rule is part of the country's energy-saving plan amid rising electricity costs and climate concerns. In the United States, while not a legal requirement, the Energy Star program recommends households set air conditioners to 25.5°C 7 AF when occupied, supported by incentives and utility-driven awareness efforts. China enforces a minimum cooling temperature of 26°C in government buildings, especially during peak summer months. The rule is mandatory and includes penalties for non-compliance in public sector buildings. Australia regulates the energy efficiency of air conditioners, rather than how cold they can be set. Through Minimum Energy Performance Standards (MEPS), only air conditioners that meet specific efficiency benchmarks are allowed to be sold in the country. However, there is no national mandate on thermostat settings. While individual state agencies and workplace guidelines often recommend comfort temperatures of around 22°C to 24°C, especially in offices, these are advisory, not enforceable rules. Italy mandates that public buildings, including schools and post offices, must not set cooling below 25°C. This measure was introduced to cut energy costs and curb emissions as part of the EU's climate targets. Belgium, like Spain and Italy, has set specific indoor climate rules for public buildings. Cooling must not go below 27°C, while heating is capped at 19°C in winter. These are legally enforced and part of a broader effort to promote energy responsibility in public infrastructure. India's proposed range of 20°C to 28°C offers more operational flexibility than most of these examples. While countries like Spain and China impose limits only on public institutions, India is expected to apply the rule across residential, commercial, and industrial settings, making it broader in scope. By doing so, India is not just aligning with global best practices but potentially going a step further in creating a uniform, enforceable standard aimed at widespread behavioral change. Unlike earlier advisories by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency such as the 2018 suggestion to set AC defaults at 24°C, the latest announcement by Manohar Lal Khattar indicates that the upcoming rules will be mandatory. While the exact implementation roadmap has not yet been publicly detailed, the minister confirmed that a new provision is being implemented soon, signaling a shift from recommendation to regulation. Further clarity on enforcement, scope, and compliance is expected in the official guidelines. At first glance, capping air conditioner temperatures may seem like a minor administrative change. But it carries far-reaching consequences for energy security, climate goals, and consumer savings. Swipe left for next video. In a country like India, where scorching summers drive massive demand for artificial cooling, rationalizing AC usage is both practical and strategic. By aligning temperature limits with realistic comfort needs and global best practices, this initiative can significantly cut emissions, reduce energy waste, and lower electricity bills for millions. As India continues to urbanize and confront climate extremes, such scalable interventions will be essential in building a future that is both energy efficient and equitable. Latest blogs.